Yeah, final live stream of the evening. I'm just gonna plug this phone in and find it, and we should be okay. I can get started. Oh my goodness. All right, let me find it. First person here is Cinnamon. What's clarity that will be revealed during the full moon in this retrograde coming up? Well, it seems like self-confidence. Old wounds starting to heal and move into the past, and self-confidence. Stepping into your own strength, your own self-confidence, and starting to make things happen. If you feel like lately you've been kind of lackadaisical or not really taking a lot of effort, or maybe like nothing has changed for the better quickly, all of a sudden you start putting in much more effort just into all areas of your life, taking action, feeling more confident, doing things to push your life forward, and healing old wounds. Those old wounds will move into the past and you shouldn't have to deal with them anymore. Negativity moves into the past. Life starts to move forward. You're listening to your intuition. Money's coming in. A wish comes true. As soon as you make that change to step into your confidence and to let go of anything that was holding you back, you move forward pretty quickly. A white candle burning in the bathtub. This is the second one. I'm like, we need negativity the fuck out of here. But there's too much happening in here. I can't bring a candle in here. I mean, I would bring it in here if I could get it into this, like if I could put it in this glass, but I don't know how I could do that because the candles aren't that big. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway. It's in the bathtub. It's in a jar in the bathtub. It's fine. Fiat General. No longer holding yourself back. Interesting. Similar to the last reading. No longer holding yourself back. When you feel better respected, better compensated, you're stepping into your own strength, your life changes for the better quickly. You have a wish that comes true. You're moving on to greener pastures. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Stepping into your own confidence is making matters move forward quickly with the help of your intuition. Now, you also have some new people coming in here. You have a Cancer, a Capricorn, and an Aries coming in. And a Pisces. If they're around you now, great. If not, this could all be new energy that might be of significance. Could also be paying off a bill of debt or a loan that makes you feel relief. Sepia General. You're prepared for cause for celebration. You got a Capricorn that comes in that may be of significance, also a Cancer. Funny, that's what the last person had with a different deck. Anyhow, you may be feeling undecided, but you're listening to your intuition and you're taking it day by day. Being guided by the divine is leading you towards the 10 cups being full. Might not happen right away. You may be feeling a little stuck. The sun is in reverse. Sun always guarantees happiness. It just may be a little bit down the road. You have a new venture on the horizon. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Making things happen helps to put anxiety into the past. You could have a new job opportunity that comes in that brings in with it a lot of money, but also you may have the opportunity to go back to school. Could be for business, could be for pleasure, but whatever it is, it's positive. Sepia Love. Got a new beginning on the horizon. The hard work that you put into love is coming back to you, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Out of the clear blue sky, a new journey begins. You're going to have choices. Could be with a Libra. Got a Libra here. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Once it heals, moves into the past. Shouldn't have to deal with it again. Feeling like the next relationship that you enter will be well balanced. You'll get out of it what you put into it, and it will be well functioning. Libra and a Leo are both here. A disappointment is moved into the past. A Gemini shows up. You got plenty of an Aquarius. You have plenty of energy coming in. No more dealing with the old wound heals, and with that, any bullshit that you used to deal with moves into the past. And I don't know. Do you think you got new energy coming in? See what happens. See what happens with this. I am up to cinnamon. Oh, I did it. Oh, you're very welcome. Anytime. Sepia, career. You have a wish around your career. Put it out into the universe. Out of the clear blue sky, you may get a call back, or something that happens out of the blue, an interview or something like that with a new job opportunity. Feeling very focused on your career moving forward, not looking back fondly, but things are growing, changing, and transforming. Balance comes back to your life. You got some good luck coming in, and there you go. You have at least one new business opportunity that also could present either more school or learning a new area of study. New ventures on the horizon, and it may be like right around the corner sometime this fall. You could have more than one opportunity, and you may even be working on a side business, but that would be separate. That wouldn't have, like, your career is moving forward in itself, not having anything to do with the side business. Hierophant. Indy's energy towards me now, and any actions tomorrow. It's our journey started 6 years ago. Okay. So tomorrow, it's just like the 6-year anniversary. All right, let's see. Well, her energy towards you, I can't remember what's going on with the two of you. If you're talking or not, I don't remember. But her energy towards you is good. It's like loving, kind, caring, sincere energy, and like a new beginning is on the horizon. If you guys aren't talking because the Hermit is here, that should change because success is coming in. If tomorrow, if I'm reading that right, and tomorrow is the 6-year anniversary, it's going to bring up something, especially with the full moon. So even if you don't hear from her, because sometimes like things can be a little bit overwhelming emotionally, you may not hear from her immediately, but thoughts and emotions will be running through her mind. You may just have to give it a little bit of time. At some point, you guys are going to reconnect very soon, because you're going to see justice come to the situation. She may be all over the place tomorrow, very emotional. If you don't hear from her, don't get upset by it, because I don't think it has anything to do with her like not caring or not thinking about it. I actually think it has the opposite. It's like she can't stop thinking about it, and emotionally she feels like a disaster. This is her emotionally. It's not a tower moment between the two of you. She may feel like I think she's got self-esteem issues. I think that she doubts herself. I think that she questions how you feel about her. I think she's got a lot going on, but I think that eventually you guys are going to have the opportunity to work this out. Even if it takes a little while, this isn't done between the two of you. It's just, it's complicated. There's a lot of emotional shit that she's dealing with, probably from years back, maybe even from childhood, that has nothing to do with you, but it's affecting this. It's like old issues that are coming that she just never resolved. She keeps reliving them. She's not letting them go. Either she doesn't know how to, or she's not getting to the root of it, which, I mean, most people don't. Like, it usually takes a lot of time before somebody can figure out well, hey, this is why I act like that. Or this is why, you know, this happens to me. Sometimes it takes somebody else to point it out, like a therapist or something like that, or somebody who's not too close or involved in the situation. Because if you tell, like if you were to tell her, she'll get defensive. But if she were to hear it from somebody that was outside the situation, I think that she may get a better understanding of herself. She self-sabotages, and she feels sorry for herself, and she does want to make things work, or she does want to at least, she's going to be thinking, she's thinking about you all the time. So it's not like, tomorrow isn't going to be easy, I don't think. I don't think you're going to hear from her tomorrow, but I do think that she's going to be thinking a lot about it. A lot. Like it's in like a way, in a weird way. I hate to say this because it sounds like a cop out, but it's like I think she feels like you deserve better, and she's not worthy. I know that sounds like everybody feels like that, but she really self-sabotages herself, and it's, you know, it's a shame. But she's going to get past it at some point. It's just hard to say exactly when, because you know how it is with the growing process. You don't just wake up one morning a new person. It takes a long time to get there, and it takes life experience to get you there. But she's going to get past it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Her energy towards you is always good. You know what I mean? I mean, she may be angry at you. She could get angry with herself, but the energy itself is like, it's kind, caring, loving, and I think that she feels like you're one of the only really stable people that she's had in her life that she knows that she can count on. And she sabotages herself, which is stupid, but we're all stupid. We all do dumb things. I think she's going to get past it eventually, if that helps. Hopefully that helps. And I don't see any reason why you can't reach out to her if you want to. If you don't, for whatever reason, that's okay too. But if you felt like it, with the good energy around, I don't see any reason why you couldn't. Love always. What's coming in that I don't expect? You could have a new idea for a business or a new way of making money that is winds up being very successful. The hard work you put in comes back to you. Things can move forward quickly. Negativity moves into the past. And it may be right in front of your face and you haven't realized it yet. But you'll realize it soon and put all the pieces together. Big Mama, what's coming in love for this weekend? You have a wish this weekend and a new journey on the horizon. You also have communication coming in. So if there's someone around you that you've been seeing or hanging out with, you could hear from them this weekend and things could go really well. The Fool also, I mean, it could be a new journey if you're not like serious with someone right now. But if you've been seeing someone off and on or whatever the situation is, the Fool could be spontaneity comes in this weekend. Something spontaneous, you know, like, hey, let's go out apple picking, or let's take a drive to the beach out of the clear blue sky. Two of Cups, you should be hanging out with a love interest this week. Now, if you're in a relationship, great. Current relationship's got spontaneity around. It's got a wish around. If you're not with anyone, there could be an Aquarius that comes in. There also could be a Virgo that comes in. But it should be a pretty good weekend. Enjoy it. Sepia, me and Guillermo has a relationship where he is at with his situation. He's in a relationship, and where is he at with his situation with the relationship that he's in? Let's see. Well, I don't know about that relationship. And it doesn't look right at all. I mean, it looks like this. There's indecision around the situation, and he doesn't listen to his intuition. So if his intuition is probably telling him, get the hell out of here, and he's not listening to it. He hasn't made the decision yet to leave. But There's arguments and bickering around the situation. Things have been kind of stuck for a while. He may be feeling very lazy. That could be why he stays. The Fool is in reverse, so all of this shit should come out. He's going to tell you. Either he's, yeah, I would say with the Fool in reverse, you're going to find everything out one way or another. I think it's through him. I don't think it's through anyone else. There's negativity around the situation, and he thinks a lot about what he should do, but he doesn't act on anything. Or he hasn't as of yet. He's got the Hermit in reverse, so he may not talk about it, like with people in his family or with his friends, because they may have already told him to end it, get out of it. A Hermit's in reverse. It's like, I'm not going to say anything because I know what you're going to say to me, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I don't think he's thrilled with that situation at all. I think he's going to tell you all of this too. The thing that I have, the problem that I have, I don't have any problem. Look, you do what you want. You enter a third-party situation, anybody, I don't care. It doesn't faze me at all. For me, what I think the issue is, depending on the person, like, it's going to sound so bad. It's going to sound so bad. But a lot of the times, the third-party person has the better relationship because that's the person that they usually want to be with because that's why they're stepping out of their relationship. If they don't leave, it's usually because they don't have the guts to leave and they're very comfortable and it's easy. So that's why they haven't left. Unfortunately, it's a very rare case where I see the person actually leave. But if you're okay with it, and there are people like that are okay with it, they're like, look, I like my space. I don't need somebody at my ass 24/7. Let him do what he's got to do. You know, as long as I see him when I see him, I'm okay with that. So that's your call. I can't tell you that he's leaving right now because he looks too lazy. If that's the situation, and I'm reading it right. Davey, should I stop trying to invest time with Raina? I feel like she's on to someone else. Okay, let me see. She's still showing up around you. She's still coming up around you. I don't think it's over between you and her. Yeah, see, she comes up very strong around you, Sagittarius. Thing is that you have so much energy around you, you don't have to put in extra time and effort with someone if you feel like it's going nowhere. You can back off. If you decide to back off, she's still around you. She may come forward. Okay, then you see what happens then. But in the meantime, you have so much energy around you that if you feel like you're wasting your time, pull your energy back and focus on something else. As soon as you decide to move forward with somebody else, I think that's when she's going to start to pay you a little more attention because she's coming up front and center. Davey, general this week. Disappointment is moving into the past. When you listen to your intuition, a new journey comes on the horizon. You got a wish, put it out into the universe. A Taurus enters, a Capricorn enters, and I think that they're both new energy. You've got paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Negativity moves into the past, a Virgo enters. You're feeling prepared for your life to move forward. You may be putting some extra time in a hobby or some kind of creative venture, whatever it is, it's positive. It may be a way to focus your energy and take it off of other things, you know, work on a hobby of some kind. And feeling successful either around your new business or work endeavor or around, yeah, I would say a new work or business endeavor is coming in and feeling very successful around it. Energy around you this week is good. So there's something on this phone. Hang on. I'm going to use a little of this to remove it. Where's my... I know I have a towel in here somewhere. It's probably Avery's drawer. that be me and Jonathan still in communication? Man, this guy. Do we know what sign he is? See, an earth sign? Being guided by the divine, it's driving you nuts. Being guided by the divine brings happiness, and it's a little bit delayed, we know. But things should move forward, and he should make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. At some point, things should start to pick up the pace, and communication comes in, and the relationship itself could strengthen. But you're another one that has a lot of energy around you, and you may walk away from him if he doesn't step up to the plate. Because you've got a Sagittarius here, the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. A Cancer comes in, and an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The cards are promising that he's going to pick up the pace at some point. Georgia, what's coming towards me in the future? Things seem to change for the better for you quickly around either a new business or job opportunity that brings in success, or something that happens around your current job that brings in success and you're happy about. It also looks like feeling a little bit more financially stable. Anxiety moves into the past. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You're not seeing it yet, but it will make itself known to you before the end of the month. Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities could bring in new energy. You've got a Gemini, a Sagittarius, a Leo, and a Cancer that come in. Julie, how did it go today in C's head? It feels to me like it went really well. Was he there a long time? I don't know. I get the impression that he was there a while. Like hours. I think he feels like things went good. Growth, change, and transformation, like things are back into balance. Romance is heated up. He had a good time. And things are moving forward. I think he was happy with it. With today. It seemed like he was there for a long time. Or that it was like a substantial visit. It wasn't like a half hour kind of nonsense. It was a long time. And I think he was happy with it. Simran, Scorpio's energy currently. Scorpio's energy currently. Well, they come off right now, like their energy is like perseverant, strong, and almost kind of bossy, like getting things done. I don't know, putting in a lot of effort. Like their energy is like persuasive, getting things done. I have a lot going on. I'm productive. Yeah, it's good energy, like to accomplish a lot. It's strong energy around that person right now. Adonis. Oh, I don't see it yet. Let me do Simran. General for tomorrow. Tomorrow you've got feeling like some good karma has come back to your life, like things are starting to move forward. You may feel like you've gone through some growth, change, and transformation, and balance has come back to life. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Things change for the better for you quickly around a school, work, or business opportunity that you may be feeling excited about, and like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you, thank you. Adonis, am I getting closer to finding a solution when it comes to communicating with BB? Will I be successful when it comes to communicating? Let me see. Yeah, you've got to wish around the situation. This nonsense isn't going to last that much longer. You've got to wish around the situation. Communication comes in. I'm going to say maybe within the next 2 weeks, this whole nonsense moves into the past. John, I feel that if I reach the Pisces again, he won't care. I wouldn't do it right away. I would hold off a little bit. Wait a couple of weeks and then try it again. I would be prepared Once you no longer feel like, if you've been feeling like defeated, disappointed, you know, because this person's been an ass, wait until this feeling moves into the past. Give it a couple of weeks. Stay focused on whatever it is that you have going on elsewhere, business related. And would step into your strength. When you're feeling ready, reach out one more time. If it doesn't answer you the next time, then you may want to think about walking away and not, you know, just forgetting about it. But it's really shitty. Like, that's really shitty. You know, it's like it means nothing anymore to people. Like when like they give you their word, it means nothing. It's like, and they don't have any, like there's no integrity behind it. You know what I mean? Like you just don't have any integrity. You said you were going to do something, you're not doing it, and now you're ignoring me. Tell me to go fuck myself. Tell me to go jump in a lake. Tell me to go fly a kite. Say something, but don't ignore me. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts, but it says a lot about his shitty character. Put Raggedy Ann over there. My aunt made me this when I was like born, and she's like really starting to fall apart. And I do remember like giving it to my grandmother to have her face fixed. I don't remember why, but you could see that like she had taken the face off. But my aunt said that we used to have to give it to grandma like all the time so she could fix it, because I don't know, I guess I was either really rough with her, and I guess you could see that like it's different material. Yeah, anyhow, my aunt made a Raggedy Ann for Avery too, but that one is like, it's brand new and it's like, it's really fancy. But this is mine, and I don't want anything to happen to her, and she's really starting to fall apart. She's also bald. She's always been. Anyhow, she made Andy too. But Andy came second, and she did a much better job on him, and he's up there. He fared a lot better, but I took her with me everywhere. She went with me everywhere. And she looks it. Jesus. She probably got coffee spilt all over her because, I don't know, it looks like coffee stains on her face. Anyway. She looks like she's alright. Sitting up there. Gina. What's next for me in the Aries connection? You may be feeling frustrated by this person. You could be feeling a little bit unsuccessful. You also may feel as if nothing has changed for the better quickly. I don't know where you guys are right now. Are you communicating? Because it looks like you could be feeling either like you do all the work or he doesn't treat you fairly. And you might have a tower moment on the horizon. I would keep your options open because this situation looks like it's frustrating and it doesn't look like it's getting much better in the near future. It looks like it's going to stay the way it is. If you're okay with the way things are right now, then that's fine, but it doesn't look like it's improving. It looks like where it is right now is where it's going to be for a while. Sepia. Yeah, let me do Adriana. Been trying to match with someone in the dating app, but it's difficult. Even when I got on my profile looking for nothing serious, you see someone coming in soon. I'm laughing, let me tell you why. Yeah, you've got a Virgo coming in, cause for celebration comes in, no longer feeling stuck, things move forward, possibly with a Virgo. There's also, I don't know if the Virgo is a creative type, but there's a creative type coming in, a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you're prepared. Perseverance pays off. So years ago, after this situation with Matt, remember that douche? I was so mad at the entire world that I was like, I'm going to just go online dating, I don't care. And I filled out the eHarmony thing. I'm not even kidding you. It was like pages and pages. It was like when it first came out, pages and pages and pages and pages. I did it at work. And every time I got to the next page, I was like, shit, when is this going to be done? Pages and pages. And, and then, like, I was all registered. I think they gave you like a 3-month trial, whatever it was. I kept getting emails saying, we're sorry, we can't find anyone to match you. We're sorry. And I kept seeing the commercials that were like 70 million people. 3 bazillion people have found people on eHarmony. I'm like, but there's no one for me. Me and my one friend were hysterical. I'm like, I keep getting this email saying that they can't find anyone for me. I wound up doing something else. I think it was Yahoo. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And I actually went on 2 dates and they were both horrible. But I don't care. I did it. I was just like, I just had to get out of that headspace with that asshole. But anyhow, Sepia, it's exactly what you said in terms of his relationship. And I believe he's comfortable and she keeps trying to push it forward with me. I don't want to be involved with someone in a relationship. I hear you. Okay. He needs to make a decision for himself, not because of me. I totally agree. What will he eventually do regarding us? See, that's the issue. See, that's the dilemma that comes in. Because right now he feels like he's got no choices, right? I don't know what their dynamic is, if they live together or what the issue is, and he's comfortable there. So for him, from his point of view, he's like, I'm not going to just pick up and leave, because if I pick up and leave, I don't know that it's going to work out with me and her. What happens if I move out of here and I end things and then she blows me off? Then what? Then what am I going to do? I can't go back. I can't leave for someone else and then go back. So, and that's what he's afraid of. He's afraid of, like, he wants to have his cake and eat it too until he's ready and he knows that he's got something to definitely go to, which is very selfish, but I can understand it. I've seen it before, you know. It's like I can understand it because, and on the other hand, it's like if you just met him and you don't know him that well. I mean, even if you knew him, like he's a coworker or he's a friend from the high school, doesn't make a difference. But I mean, how much do you want of him right away? You know, it's like, well, wait, we got to get to know each other before I decide whether or not I want to move forward with you 100%. I know it's a really shitty situation, and I agree with you. His decision to move out should have nothing to do with you. It should have everything to do with whether or not he's happy. And he's not happy. He's not happy at all, but he's comfortable. And he's not, it doesn't show him changing right now. So I wouldn't count on him changing. And I agree with you, because once you get involved, it's very hard. You know, then all the emotions come. And then it's like, okay, when are you leaving? When are you leaving? When are you leaving? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. And 10 years go by. I've seen it. But you do have a wish around this situation. And it does look like the world is at your feet and there is a new journey around this situation. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't see him leaving right now. He does want to move forward with you. If you don't want to move forward with him, then try to keep it as friends if you can. Keep your options open. And when he makes the decision to, you know, grow a spine and leave that situation, then you guys can move forward. The easy way out is never the right thing. It's never. If the choice is easy, it's the wrong choice for everyone. That's a simple rule, because you're not happy. You're comfortable. And I don't know why everybody's so reluctant to just, you know, do the right thing, but it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. How long have they been together? A long time. And she probably doesn't care for him either. What a shit show. I hope that who knows, maybe with this full moon it'll shake things up. That would be nice. Maybe she'll kick him to the curb. I hate that, though. You know what? I hate that. I hate that it has to be that somebody else makes the decision. You know what I mean? Like, she could get, like, I recently read for somebody who was an old friend of mine that I used to work with, and I was like, don't let this bitch get to you, because she could find somebody else and move on, and then she'll leave him alone. But I hate that being the answer, because I feel like the person should do the right thing. Like, don't wait for her to kick you out. Don't wait for her to move on with her life. Do the right thing. Make the right decision. It gets me aggravated. Get a zit right here in the middle of my head like that. So frustrating. Davey, will I be able to repair my car or will I have to replace it? Okay, will I be able to repair my car? Will I have to replace it? I think you're going to repair it. I think it's repairable. 14. Love reading for 14. Okay, you've got the world at your feet. It's slow and steady wins the race, but you are being guided by the divine. If you're with someone, great. If you're not with anyone, you've got a Cancer and an Aries coming in. You also have an old wound healing and moving into the past, and current relationship, if you're in one, should be well functioning. If you're not in one, the next relationship you enter should be well functioning. You've got some good karma coming back to you, long-term potential around a successful relationship. Julie, around when will he realize his fake relationship status is stupid and tell me the truth? Oh, he left after. Okay, good. Good. So he was there a good long time. That's good. I don't think he's going to tell you the truth. I think he's going to tell you something like it didn't work out, or you know, we tried, I gave it my best. I don't think he's going to tell you that he's lying. And it's not going to be now, because right now the timing is bad. He's not secure enough. He's still lying. He's got the devil here. And he's got negativity around him. I don't think he likes lying. I don't think he's good at it either. But I don't think he's ever going to tell you the truth. I think that relationship is just going to evaporate into thin air. And if you ask him about it, he'll probably just tell you, well, it just didn't work. Because it wasn't real. Which will be the truth. Red, is there a message? I keep saying wasps and butterflies. I think butterflies are supposed to be spirits, right? Why don't we ask the spirit cards? Because I think that that's what... I had a ladybug land on me yesterday, and that was the second one, like this summer, that I've had land on me. One was like a little bit orangey. This one was bright red. Okay, spirit cards. 9 of water. Your wishes come true. Concerns fade away, a love of life. King of water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and your mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. 6 of earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, receiving a loan, and paying off debts. I think that at least the butterflies. I don't know about the wasps, but I think that the butterflies are messages that wishes are coming true. Sepia, me and Ramel, all these guys are so fucked up. Yeah, they all are, yeah. Yeah, I always say, like, I feel like it just should be much easier than this. Like, why does it have to be so difficult? Okay, well, for him, it shows similar. It's like At some point, he's no longer going to be holding himself back, and things could change for the better quickly. Romance might heat up and your wish comes true. But you may have moved on at that point. I don't think you're waiting around for this guy. If something else shows up, I think you're going to move forward, and I think that's what's going to happen. And when he shows up, I don't think you're going to want to, I think you're going to be over it. What was I going to say? Yeah, because it's like, I mean, I had, somebody had told me years ago about, you know, you could have, like, there could be a window of time, right? And the window of time closes if the person doesn't, you know, it's like you could have so many different opportunities. And if you don't take them, the window, you know, then the opportunity passes and it's gone. And it's very hard to go backwards. Where am I? I think I'm up to John. John, I don't see it yet. What the heck? Alright, let me do Miriam. How does M feel about me at the moment? Thinks that you're intelligent, smart, kind, caring, sincere, hardworking, intuitive, happy, easy to get along with, or you have a good, like a pleasant personality. I think that this person has a lot of respect for you, and there's happiness around the situation. Manasi. Will me and Bridget's relationship be close for my son? Will me and Bridget's relationship be close for my son? Yes, if you want it to be, yes, it will. You've got potential here. Yep. You got a 70% chance, yes, you can make it happen with the Lover's card. I'm going to say the ball's in your court. You can absolutely make that happen if that's what you want. You're the one that decides that. John, do you see any positive response at all from these hundreds of bios I sent over LinkedIn, and if so, when? Yes, absolutely. You should get something soon. Let me see when. October. Spades are the fall. It could be as soon as later on this week, but the month of October comes up pretty strong for you. Aqua, is my intuition correct about the environment in my job, or am I overthinking it? Okay. Is my intuition correct? Thank you, yeah. Am I overthinking it? Oh, excuse me. No, your intuition is correct. Mountain. Is A in love with someone else, and what's he hiding here? I don't think that he's in love with someone else. I don't think he's hiding anything. I mean, no, everybody's hiding something. Everyone's hiding. I mean, everybody's got skeletons in their closets and things that they don't want everybody else to know, that are personal, and that's okay. But I don't think that he's hiding a love relationship. I do think there are other people around him. I don't think he's in love with anyone, though. He doesn't come up that he's in love with anybody that's of significance. And as far as him hiding things, I can't get into what people are hiding because everybody's hiding all kinds of shit. And you know, I think that's kind of like, you know, it's like you have the right to hide something if you don't want somebody to know something, like that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I always say, when I was pregnant, I didn't tell anyone until I was 20 weeks pregnant. Like, it's not anybody's business until I decide to tell them. So I don't know. I'm sure the people I know people were commenting. They were commenting to me. You still running? Because I was getting fat. But you know what? It's my business. You know, when I'm ready to say something, then that's when I say it. But as far as like hiding, everybody's hiding something. So it would be impossible for me to figure it out. There are other people around him. I don't think he's in love with anyone right now. But I don't think, like with him, it doesn't look like, no matter what is happening here, he's not giving you an inch. He doesn't, like, he's got walls up. And he kind of feels like he's backed into the corner. I don't know why he's so defensive, but I also don't know what happened. So, anyhow, let me continue here. Aqua, am I at Aqua? Aqua, I had 2 dreams where someone was opening my bedroom door. Was this my spiritual team, and were they harmless? You know the kind of dreams that I have, and they're reoccurring, and it freaks me out, I don't know why, that there is no roof on my house. How weird is that? Like, I'm looking up and there's no roof. Or I'm looking up and there's like beams. Like, you know, like when they're building a house, how you see those beams, but there's no roof. Weird, right? All right, let's see. Was this my spiritual team, and are they harmless? I think so, and I think it is harmless. I still think that it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a bowl of salt water and sleep with it underneath your bed just in case, and make sure that you change that water frequently. You don't want to leave stagnant water. Gina, will things improve soon for me in the Aries? I don't see much improvement here. I don't think that the two of you are on the same page. No, I don't see any improvement coming in the near future. Wherever things are right now, this is where they're going to be for a while. Rimmel, General. You might be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. When you make that decision, things change for the better for you quickly, and you're no longer holding yourself back. A new beginning is on the horizon. It also looks like you're not looking back on the past. You're eager for life to move forward. A Virgo comes in, a Libra comes in, success comes in around work, school, or business, or maybe even both. Sepia, when I worked in the female prisons, I would always tell them that if you get it easy, it probably was wrong. And yes, they've been involved for a long time. Wait a second. When I worked in the female prisons, I would always tell them, if you get it easy, it probably was wrong. And yes, they've been, yeah. Yeah, and they're a disaster. they're a disaster. I hate to say it because it just pisses me off, but it usually takes in these situations, the female gets rid of the guy. I don't know what the problem is with, like men these days, that they can't, like, why can't you grow a nut and do what you got to do? But I've seen it happen many times where finally the woman gets fed up, meets somebody else, or is like, okay, I've had enough of this shit. This is played. Goodbye. And then all of a sudden, the guy's free. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens, if she's got somebody else, or she's got another, she's looking for a way out herself. The full moon ritual that I'm just doing a simple one with white candles. The white candles that I get, I always say this, they come in a box like this. They're in the Jewish section of the grocery store. I think they're called Shabbat candles. They're about this big. And I mean, they have in the Jewish section like the little glass votives. I use them too, but these they're like that big. They burn really clean, and they don't like, not a lot of like, they don't, I don't know, they're just good candles. The box is like that big. There's 72 in there. And I used to do one every day. I would light it and put it next to a cup of water and just say, I call in good spirits, bring positive energy, eliminate negative energy, something to that nature. And then I would let the candle, if I was home, I would let it burn down. They're like that big. It doesn't take that long for them to burn down. If I'm like out and about, then I'll just do it for a couple of minutes. I'll extinguish it before I go, and I'll just I'll keep relighting it throughout the day when I come home. Just make sure that if you don't finish the candle and you're going to continue to use it the next day, which is fine, you just change the water. You don't keep the stagnant water there. You always upgrade that water. And I haven't done these in a while, just because, I don't know, I just haven't been doing it. But then I was like, oh, the full moon is coming, and I don't know, I feel like there's negativity that needs to be cleansed. So I did one earlier, and I have one going on now. Red, what is the Sagittarius feeling about me? Well, Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. It doesn't really get much better than that. You got things that you're successful, things that you're smart, well prepared, kind-hearted and sincere, intelligent, intuitive, intriguing, and has respect for you. Not bad. Manazi, Derek just texted me, he's done. Is that the breakup before ghosting? That's terrible. All right, let's see. Is that the breakup before ghosting? Yeah, there's a lot of negativity around this situation. I don't think you're going to get much more out of him right now. I would just give it time and space, and I would focus on you and your kid and let him do his thing, because you don't need the stress right now of this nonsense. Yeah, you don't need the stress. What a shithead. Oh my God, I'm sorry that happened. What an asshole. Simon, how does a Scorpio keep annoying me about work? I don't know. They got they've got a combination of things happening. They've got sharp energy around them and things changing for the better for them quickly, or things are growing, changing, and evolving. I wonder if this person wants you to help them with something. They may need help with something. Yeah, they got anxiety around a change that's coming, or I think that they need help with something. UAF, how are you feeling? How will the search for the garage apartment go? It should go well. It should go well. I think you'll find something pretty quickly. There's like no burden around it. It seems to be pretty easy. Lay down, Dylan. Good boy. Simran, what to expect this week? What to expect for this week? Feeling balanced, feeling perseverant. You may be very productive this week and get a lot done as far as school or work are concerned. You're maybe feeling like you're no longer holding yourself back. You got some nice money coming in. You're feeling prepared for the future, or you're ready for things to move forward. You also got a little bit of good luck coming in. Mountain, yes, he's defensive because I'm asking him to be accountable for his past behavior so that I can understand and close this chapter, but clearly he doesn't feel like he's guilty of anything. And said that I was saying that he couldn't have any female friends, and I'm like, boy, if you can't introduce them, then we have problems. And found out from someone else wait, you found out from someone else that he had female friends that he wouldn't introduce you to? Is that what it is? Anthony, the current situation between the Cancer and the Leo and their intentions with each other. There's a third party involved here. First thing that comes up, I think that Leo is seeing someone else. Here's the Leo. The Cancer is feeling very disrespected. I think that either, or here's the Cancer. So it's either he was seeing somebody else behind her back, and when she found out, she lost her shit. Or, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think he was seeing somebody else behind her back. She found out, she lost her shit. And then I think that she probably did the whole blocking and the deleting and all that nonsense. And then I think he came back, and I think that he was trying to get her back. I don't think she's going to go back to him. I think she feels like he made a fool out of her. I think that that's what it is. I think a third party got involved. I don't think she's going to go back to him. I don't think she's over this situation, but I think that she's got like enough self-esteem that she's not going to put herself back in that situation again. Red, when am I moving? You could be moving sometime this fall. Before the winter starts, you could move. UAF, no, I'm asking about the one for the list to manifest stuff. I think you brought it up before. I was thinking about it today. I can't remember what it was. Which one? A full moon ritual to manifest stuff. Well, what you could do is write down everything that you want to manifest. Some people do it different than others. Some people will use like a separate piece of paper, or some people will use one piece of paper and just write a list. And then you can do a couple of things. You can make full moon water. Why do I gotta keep knocking that over? Put this out, fill it up with water, put it outside, let the moon charge it, and you can put your wishes, like the paper inside it, or you can put the paper underneath it. If you put the paper underneath it with the full moon water, then you can light the paper on fire, let it burn so it goes into the universe, and then you can take the ashes, put them in the water, take the water and then put it like in a stream or in a yard, or like if you have a garden, like you kind of make it grow. You could do that for the full moon. I used to do that all the time. I feel like when you work with fire, it tends to fast. It's fast. I also happen to have a stream here, so sometimes like I'll put my intentions and I'll put them in the stream. But I haven't done anything like that in a while. I also, my broken crystals go in the stream. Yeah, I can't think of any other. Well, also what you could do for the full moon is you could just go out with like a cauldron or a metal pot if you don't happen to have a cauldron, and you can put all your intentions in there and burn them. And then you can just leave them there and keep doing it every full moon. The 7-day candles, they're in the Spanish section of the grocery store. Those ones, they're glass, they come in all different colors. And sometimes, depending on the grocery store, they may have like saints. I don't know any of those saints, but sometimes they have saints on them. Sometimes they're just plain. ShopRite always has them. And sometimes when I do Instacart, I have the guy bring me. I like the little ones. I like the little ones better than the bigger ones sometimes, because I feel like sometimes the bigger ones, the candles they're not that great. The Indio brand candles, that you can get them online, I think that they're a better quality candle than the ones that you get at the grocery store. Anyhow. Simon, what does the Scorpio need help with from me? It could have something to do with work or school. I think he may ask for help with work or school, something like that. But he feels like he's got a long road ahead of him, or like he may be stuck. Sarah, next actions of Marcus the Aquarius towards me. I didn't read his message, and he deleted me off of social and canceled his message. I replied to him back some truth through the messages, and that's it. So you want to know his next actions? I mean, I don't I don't know why the two of you are just still doing this, because if you don't stop it with him now, you're going to continue. Like next year at this time, we're going to still be doing this. What do you want from him? Do you know what I mean? What are your intentions? That's a better question. The question really is what are your intentions? What do you want from him? Because the two of you keep blocking each other and deleting each other and adding each other back and fighting with each other, and you're not getting anywhere except aggravating one another. So the real question is what are your intentions? What do you want from him? You're not getting satisfaction from this guy. You're not, he's not changing. Nothing is going to happen that's going to make him like a potential partner long term. So what is it that you want from him? In telling him off, right? Like I say this all the time. It's just like how they say all publicity is good publicity. All communication is positive. As long as you're telling him off, he knows that he's still got you. He still has you under, he has you under his skin. He knows that he can press your buttons and he can get in because you're giving him a response. I would ignore him. I would cut him out and forget that he was even alive. Because if you don't, this is going to continue. Now, in a couple of months, he's going to add you back and he's going to message you, and we're going to play this again. And he's going to let you down again. He's going to disappoint you again, and it's going to continue. This relationship is not growing into anything worthwhile. So what are your intentions with him? That's the real question here. Why are you still entertaining it? What do you want to see from it? Because no matter what you say to him, it doesn't faze him. He already knows that he has you where he wants you. And he's a liar, and there's third parties involved, and he's got choices. And you'll hear from him again. Yeah, this is going to continue. As long as you keep playing with him, it's going to continue like this. He's going to ignore you. He's going to add you. He's going to block you. He's going to delete you. He's going to let you down. You're going to argue. It's going to continue. You have to figure out what it is that you want from him. That's really what the question is here. What do you want from him? What do you want to see happen with the situation? And honestly, because you're still communicating with him. So what are your intentions? Because this will go on forever. This will go on forever. He knows that he still has you as long as you respond to him. So yeah, he'll reach out to you again at some point, one way or another. Rimmel, what can I expect from the ING, oh my God, IF90 course? I have no idea what it is, but let's see what the cards say. Okay, here's what the cards say. It should be a lot of work. You're going to have to work hard. Things change for the better for you quickly, and you'll be successful around it. But be prepared to do the work. Julie, so C was fine that we didn't have sex, and when will he come again? Oh, you should see him soon. Maybe sometime next week or during the week. Yeah, soon, I think. The ones that have the stickers are buy them and use the water to get the label off. Oh, yeah, I mean, some of the saint ones, they're the people that I've never heard of, but I'm like, I don't care, I'll use it. Like, who is this guy? What can he do for us? I'll give him a shot. I can't remember anybody's name, but there were saints that I'd never heard of. Anyway, I used them, I didn't care. One of the candles was purple, and I remember I was doing it for, maybe it was home protection. I don't remember, but anyhow, I usually look online. There was somebody that I ordered from, she had like a big sale, as above, so below, and I follow her on Instagram, and I found that her prices were really reasonable, and she had a whole big, huge selection. Simon, good and bad traits of Scorpio. They tend to get stuck a lot. They tend to have a hard time moving forward, and they can be a little bit lazy. They also may be secretive and deceptive. They could be emotionally a disaster at points. When they focus, they have the ability to accomplish a lot when they direct their energy. I don't know, they have a problem either staying focused, or maybe they're just a little lazy. It looks, they're very smart, they're very intelligent. They sometimes hold themselves back and they don't live up to their potential. They're basically kind-hearted and a sincere person, but they can be a little deceitful. Yeah, they can be a little deceitful. Simon, current energy between P and G. It's okay. The energy, it's like, it's slow and steady and being guided by the divine. So it's like, it's the energy around them, I would say, is good. Yeah, he deleted you, but you two keep playing the same game. He deletes you because you delete him, and then you add each other back. So it doesn't mean anything anymore. You know, it doesn't mean anything. If you keep deleting somebody and then adding them back and deleting them again, it's not a big deal, because like they're not like the first cut's the deepest, right? After that, it's like, okay, this is what she does. She's pissed, she deleted me. When she gets over it, which she will, because she always does, she'll add me back. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Like I think it was somebody last night was asking about changing their number, and I said the same thing. You better make sure that this is really something that you want to do, because once you change your number, right? If you give him the new number, now it means nothing that you changed your number, because he knows that he'll get it from you again the next time. It's the same thing with the deleting. If you delete someone on Monday and add them back on Wednesday, and then delete them on Friday, they're like, she probably add me back before the end of the weekend. You know, just like when you're a kid, right? You know what you can get away with and you know what you can't get away with. How come? Because you know what you got away with in the past. You know which parent to go to for which thing, because you knew what you got away with in the past. Like, my mom was not the one that I was going to, I wasn't going to ask my mom for something that I know I shouldn't be doing because she would know better. My dad, on the other hand, wouldn't know any better. He would just do whatever I asked. So he's the one I went to. Wasn't going to make the mistake by going to my mother, because once she knew what I was concocting, she was going to put an end to it, right? So I didn't go there. I went there. Same thing. Mountain, was the root issue under why A will not provide me with an answer I need so that I can move on? Because I don't think that he feels that you really, there's a couple of things happening here. I don't think that he thinks that I think that he feels like it's over and it's done and we've been through this before. I also don't think that he really thinks that you want to move on. I think that he thinks that I think he thinks that you're looking to get him back, or that you're looking for a way in. I don't think that he really believes that after all this time you're contacting him just for closure. And at this point he's kind of feeling like, I don't want to discuss it anymore, it's done. And I don't think that the two of you, I just don't think that you're communicating about the same things. It's like, I don't know how long it was since you've spoken to him, but you're like, it's almost like you're requesting something from him so that you can heal, when that's not really, you can't look for him to give you the ability to heal. You got to heal yourself. He's not going to give you the answer. There is nothing. Like, he's not going to say, I'm a douchebag, or I made a mistake, or I should have handled things differently, because he's not in that energy. He's in the energy of, you did this, too bad for you, this is what I'm doing, you go find someone else, you move on, you do so you're not going to get an answer from him, because that's not where he is. And he's kind of like, I don't think he really believes that you want to move on, because at the end of the day, it's like you have the ability to heal without him. There really is no such thing as closure, because it's always there. Like, what is he going to say to you that you're going to be like, oh, okay, no, it's all right now? It's not all right. It's never all right. It's not all right to hurt somebody, to do deceitful things. Do the right thing. But he's not owning it because he doesn't want to be responsible for it. He's not really accountable with anything in his life. And he spends his time with people who expect nothing of him. So he gets away with it. So he's not going to come to you now and say, okay, this, and that, and now I hope that you can heal and move on with your life. He's not that kind of person. Like, he's not that capable. And it's a shame, but that's just how he is. He's like, he operates from a very low place. Like, I don't want to say like leechy, but that's what it kind of is. Like, I'll do the least amount that I can do to get by, and you're asking him to step up to the plate, and he's like, I'm not stepping up to the plate. You don't like it, too bad. This is how it is. Move on with your life. Like, what am I going to tell you that now you're going to all of a sudden be like, oh, okay, now I can move on? And I don't think that he really thinks that you really want to move on. I think he's thinking that you may be trying to somehow keep the door open or get a foot in or something. I don't know. I don't think that he's 100% sure that that's what you're looking for, because if you want to move on, you just shut the door and move on. Like, you just have to accept that this is him. This is who he is. He's not changing. He's not going to be a different person. He's not going to wake up tomorrow morning and do the right thing and make better decisions. He'll make better decisions when life forces him to do that, or when he goes through something that makes him do that. And if you want to move on with your life, you have to be proactive in that and, just shut the door. I mean, I went through a really terrible situation, and I was like, I knew I wasn't going to get an answer. This son of a bitch is still seeing me. I mean, Sunday morning. Oh, I'm going to come over after work today. Okay. And then I see I wasn't even on, the best of the best don't have Facebook, because they know better. So he didn't even have Facebook. I wasn't stalking him. I was just on my own page, and the local dog shelter comes up. Now, what are the chances of this? Just happens to be that while I'm going through my page, he pops up on the fucking dog shelter that him, and I didn't know at the time, and his wife, who just adopted a dog together. So I was furious. I'm like, this fucker is adopting a dog in the morning and he wants to come see me in the afternoon with this. I didn't know they were married, but apparently I found that out later. Anyway, so at that moment I was like, okay, enough of this shit. I knew I wasn't going to get a response from him, so I sent him an email because that was the only way I could communicate with him, because he told me that, what an asshole. He told me that he had a work phone and he didn't want my number coming up on a work phone. That wasn't a work phone. Your wife gets the bill. You don't want her to see the number. I know that now. Anyway, so that's why we were always communicating through email. I sent him an email. Like, I see that you adopted a dog. And no response. And I didn't hear from him for months. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want any excuses. Don't give me any explanations. That's it. I'm done. Every time he popped into my head, I went and I did something else. He popped into my head and I was thinking about him. I just went and did something else. And the moment that I saw it, I had to go to work. And I was like, I got to go to work. You know, I can't not go to work. And I got to teach yoga. And I feel like dying. But I was like, you know what? That's it. I put up with this enough. I don't care. I don't care. You want to be with her? You want to adopt dogs with her? You want to go do it. Don't come crying to me. And what happened eventually? Came back again. And that was really it for me and him, though. I mean, I talk to him every now and again. I keep saying I've reached out to him several times since his birthday in February, and I haven't heard from him, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I hope that something didn't happen to him. But anyway, I mean, I have forgiven him. I don't care. You want to be that kind of a person, cheat on your wife, whatever, that's your business. And I've forgiven him. I mean, this is going back years ago. I wish him the best. I care about him as a person. But I am so glad that I am not in that situation anymore and that I don't have those feelings and I don't have to deal with that. And I never got closure either. I had to make my own closure. I had to say, you know what? This is the type of person that I'm dealing with. What do I expect that he's going to, like, what was he going to say to me? Like, he didn't have, emotionally, he just didn't have the maturity to say to me, which I don't even really believe. I don't even know what happened, but he didn't have the ability to tell me the truth. He just couldn't do it. Even to this day, it was maybe a couple of years ago, he reached out to me. He was like, "Oh, are you?" He wanted to come over. That's what happened. And I let him come over, but nothing happened. And he was like, "I feel like you don't want me to come near you." And I was like, "I don't." And I don't think that he didn't say it while he was here. He emailed it to me. And then I asked him in the email, I go, "Are you divorced?" And he wrote back and he was like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, well then that's why you can't come near me." Oh, well, you know, I'm in love with you. Oh, now you're in love with me. You're in love with me now. When you're adopting dogs and marrying other people, you weren't in love with me then. But that's the thing. I got over it. That's it. I got over it. I put an end to it. I moved forward with my life and I never looked back. Like I said, I care very much about him. I hope he's okay and I hope that he's in a good place. But I'm glad that I am not in that vulnerable state anymore, and I never will be ever again. And I couldn't get closure either from him. He was so frustrating. So frustrating. I mean, took off to France once. France. Had no way to contact him. Fucking France. Like, what are you doing in France? You don't speak French. You don't know nothing. You've never been on a plane before. I just can't. You just don't know what I went through with this guy. I'm glad that's over. Anyway. Am I up to Cimarron here with the current energy between H and G? Stuck. Hangman. Stuck, and there's anxiety around the situation. Yeah. Stuck, and there's anxiety. I don't know if they're both anxious or there's mutual static. I don't know. I don't think it's great energy between the two of them. Simran, his current feelings and thoughts for me. He may think that you're very perseverant. He also thinks that you're very intelligent, creative, and unique. I don't know why the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. It's either he's not showing you enough respect, or the relationship is out of balance, or one person does more work than the other. But this is like, this could be problematic. I don't know who this person is to you or what the relationship is, but Six of Pentacles in reverse is not a good sign. It's something's out of balance. He may think that you either work really hard, you're a nice person, you're very intelligent and smart, and you have a lot of potential. Charmaine, how will I do at my new job? Oh, you should do really well, and you should really like it. It's like cause for celebration comes in. You're feeling very passionate. Negativity has moved into the past. No longer feeling burdened or weighed down. There's plenty of opportunity there. Energy around the place may be kind and caring, comfortable, easy, sincere, nice people. Like you're moving forward towards greener pastures and a wish is coming true. I think it's going to be great. Good luck with everything. But he didn't try to fix anything when? Now or before? If this is like, that's why I always like, I don't like to communicate through text messages, because that's what happens. People just stop talking. Simon, else current thoughts and feelings of me. Else current thoughts and feelings. Thinks that you're very ambitious and very perseverant, very passionate, kind, caring, smart, and intelligent. May also think that you have a lot of choices and options. See, this person comes up as having a lot of respect for you. And they also may think that you're very focused, strong, independent, and reliable. Lisa, will B and I get a house or be engaged in 2022? It's possible that you get a house. Yeah, that's possible. You get a 70% chance that this relationship is moving forward in 2022, and we're kind of far from there. You know, we got a good couple of months before we get there. So yeah, I would say things are going to move forward for the two of you. Simran, JT's current thoughts and feelings. JT's current thoughts and feelings. May think that you're very well balanced, very grounded and stable, very well prepared, sincere, a kind, caring friend. Communication looks good between the two of you. May think that you don't hold yourself back, that you're very sensitive and sincere. Patient, sincere, kind. Adrian, I just got matched with someone he wants to try. Will it go good with him? Will I like him in real life? Well, I think that that's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I think you will. And it does have potential. The sun's in reverse. It may be a little bit delayed. It may take a minute to get there, but it has potential. I would give it a shot. What the hell? That's exciting. Weekday, love reading between me and H. Reading between each. Okay, it looks like balance comes back to the situation, but I wouldn't expect anything to change for the better quickly. The change is slow and steady. Listen to your intuition. I don't see a love connection here right now as far as like a romantic relationship that's committed. If you're already in that, fine, that's fine. If you're not in a committed relationship, I don't see that happening in the near future. It looks like there may be some good karma around the situation, or things may be a little bit better balanced, but I don't think, if you don't already have the commitment, I don't see a whole lot of romance coming in here right now. But if you're already there, then that's fine. It just means that any potential growth around the situation is not fast or overnight, it's slow and steady. Weekday, will I pass my test on Wednesday? Yeah. Mo, love reading. Got growth, change, and transformation coming in around your love life. Looks like you've got a Libra here that could be of significance. Now, you could have a Taurus here as well, or it could be a long-term commitment comes in around a Libra. Anxiety around love moves into the past, and feeling a little bit better respected. You also have an Aries around that may be a nice choice. And you have a committed relationship coming in. If you're wishing to enter a committed relationship, you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. There's also a Sagittarius here. I would say Libra comes in strongest, and then the Sagittarius is also a nice possibility. Charmaine, any advice on how I can lose weight? I love sweets and I have intense night cravings. Yes, yes. Do you know what I've been doing lately? I bought a teapot. I know it sounds so stupid, but I bought a teapot, and at nighttime when I crave sweets, I have some kind of a sweet tea. Like I don't put anything in it, but like vanilla peppermint, or there is a really good one, I think Bigelow makes it, that'll probably be coming out soon. Eggnog, and there's no calories in it. You drink as much of it as you want. If caffeine bothers you, there's a whole bunch of non-caffeinated decaf ones that you could get, and it kind of hits the spot. And you can make it iced. You can drink as much of it as you want, and it kind of does the trick. Another thing that you can do too is like there are a whole lot of like sugar-free ice pops that are pretty helpful. Like the ones that I bought for Avery, I think they have 20 calories in ice pop, and they kind of hit the spot too. As far as losing weight is concerned, it's simple math. That's it. Meanwhile, I've been saying that. I've been struggling to get these last 30 pounds from the Avery's birth off. But you actually are being guided by the divine. You have a wish that comes true. When you focus on it, you will lose weight. So small changes always add up. That's what I would always say at yoga when people would get frustrated with losing weight. Even though yoga is not weight loss, people use hot yoga for weight loss. They think that because they're sweating, they're losing weight. They're not, but it makes them feel like they are. Anyway, so small changes amount to a lot. I think that any exercise that you do, it adds up. And I learned that really from the Fitbit, where when I was running a lot, like I would get up in the morning and run like 6 miles, right? But if I ran 3 miles in the morning and 3 miles in the afternoon, or if I ran 3 miles in the morning and went out for a long walk at night, I would burn more calories at the end of the day by doing 2 different activities, shorter. So like you could go out in the morning, just get up 10 minutes early, walk up and down. Like I literally walk up and down my hallway if I have to get my steps in. 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, fuck, I got 2,000 more steps. I'll walk up and down the hallway if I have to. But small changes, so just think of it like that. Another thing, when I was really struggling, one of my friends said, you know, you were so active from yoga. Now you're home all the time. She said, make a habit or set an alarm that you get up once an hour and make sure that you walk 100 steps or walk up and down the stairs 10 times, whatever it is. It's only going to take a few minutes, but it can add up over the course of the day, which can really make a huge difference. And simple things like trade out mashed potatoes for mashed cauliflower. It will make a huge difference. And I mean, like, you can get used to it. Cauliflower crusted pizza rather than regular pizza. Cut out, you know, trade little things, and they will add up. And once you get on a roll, you're not going to want to screw it up. You're going to be like, you know what, I'm doing so good that I don't want to mess things up, so I don't need that. You know, instead of having the cake at night or the cookie or whatever it is, have a cup of tea and it's just, or an ice pop, and it's just as satisfying. And I really think that those things have helped. Also, oatmeal is really filling. I know it's boring as fuck, but because of my cholesterol issue, I have to eat it, and I have to eat, well, I'm eating the unsweetened, boring shit. And what I do for that, which also seems to really help, is frozen fruit that is not sweetened, no added sweetener. Put it in the microwave, let it melt. It kind of gets like juicy, and mix it all together. And according to Weight Watchers, you can have as much of that as you want. There's no points. And the oatmeal will fill you up, and you'll be like, I don't even want to eat it anymore. There's a lot that you can do with oatmeal. Like, you can make protein powder balls with oatmeal. They're pretty filling. Peanut butter, protein powder, oatmeal. You can use like some kind of chocolate chips or peanut butter chips if you want. Coconut. There's a whole bunch that you can do, and they're pretty filling. And they're also a little on the sweet side, so you could substitute that too at nighttime for something sweet. Protein, and you don't have to bake them. I don't cook anything, so all you have to do is mix it in a bowl. You know, none of the recipes call for water, but I always feel like I have to add water to it to mix, to get it to mix. Make the little balls. Most people put them in the freezer so that they get really frozen, and it's kind of like, it's a decent sweet treat. Anyway, I hope that helps. Water, lemon water is good too in the morning. Magnesium. I got a whole shitload of tricks. Meanwhile, nothing here is happening. But magnesium is supposed to be very good too for balancing cortisol. So if you're one of those people that tends to put belly fat on, that could be from high cortisol. I don't know if that's my issue, because I think it's from the baby, but I'm taking the magnesium anyway. Magnesium is also good for people that suffer from anxiety. Simran, good and bad traits of J.I. Good and bad traits of J.I. Could be pessimistic. Could have some pessimism or negativity around them. They're not a bad person, but they may be disappointing and negative at times. They're smart, intelligent. They're kind-hearted and sincere, nurturing, hardworking. They're respectful, or they have a lot of respect for you, or you guys may have a mutual respect for one another. They're a perseverant person, and they're very passionate. But I don't know, they may struggle with a little bit of negativity or pessimism, or they may be a little disappointing here and there. Weekday, reading with a new connection between me and Jay. Reading with a new connection with me and Jay. Doesn't look bad at all. It looks like you've got mutual respect, and romance could be picking up. Things could be moving forward or growing and transforming a little bit quicker. Out of the clear blue sky, you may get communication, and you could be moving forward towards greener pastures. Looks pretty good. New connection looks good. Simran, good and bad traits for the S. Reminds me I have to take those garlic pills tonight. They're odorless, so that's fine. But they're over there. I gotta remember to take them. Good and bad traits of S. This person could be ambitious, kind-hearted, sincere. They don't hold themselves back. They're adventurous, spontaneous. Well, they could be a little deceitful. Yeah, they got deceit around. I mean, I guess anybody's got that potential, but some of us more than others. This person's got it. They also may not stand for any bullshit. If they get pissed off, they may walk away from something quick, or they may jump to conclusions. They may have little patience. They may have some anxiety. They also may sometimes go out of balance, fall out of balance. They're very creative and unique. And they may look at things differently, or a good quality too, maybe that they may be able to make you see things from different points of view, and you may be able to make them see things from different points of view. Like you might kind of see things differently and bring other sides. You know, like I have a friend of mine that she looks at situations differently than me, and she always makes me see a different side, and I do the same thing for her, and that's kind of nice. You know, it's like, oh, I never would have looked at it like that. Anyhow, seems like an overall pretty decent person. Oh, the eggnog tea is really good. Anyway. Oh, there's so many different types of teas. I don't know if I'm the only person in this world that doesn't know how to properly use the basket, because I always feel like I have tea floating in it. I guess it's not going to kill me, but I'm like, why do I always have tea flakes or whatever they're called floating in it? Hey, general for next week. Okay, you've got, you're no longer feeling stuck or held back. Things are moving forward for you quickly. You're no longer holding yourself back, and opportunities that come in, you are going to take. Got money coming in. You have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, but it should be a busy week. You get an Aries around and a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Somebody from your past returns, or you run into an old friend or hear from an old friend that might be of significance. Feeling better compensated and better respected around a work or business situation. Yeah, I think it's going to be a busy week. No longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. The energy around you lightens. Georgia, general. Okay, you may be feeling undecided about something, and you could be feeling mildly disappointed about something and burdened, but that's all going to move into the past. You're moving forward. You got a new beginning on the horizon. Page of Pentacles could be a side business or a side business or a side personal project that brings in extra cash. Lovers, got a soulmate connection coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, it could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also looks like you have a Capricorn here. The hard work that you put into your work, school, business, whatever you do all day comes back to you, and you feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. You breathe a sigh of relief. A Libra comes in. You may have some choices. Happiness comes out over your life. Lydia, Obed the Leo slept over. Is there more? Yeah, these two guys are still going to both be around. Yeah. And you also have an Aries that could be around. I don't know if that's new energy or that's someone who's been around before, but yeah. But the Leo is around, and that Leo may be showing you much more respect, and you may feel like all of a sudden you see a sudden change in them. Things have grown and changed between the two of you, and Sun comes out, and then the Cancer is showing up. You may see the Cancer in person towards the end of the week. Negativity has moved into the past, and then there may be an Aries around as well. There's more. There's more. Simran, good and bad traits of Elle. Elle is basically well-balanced and kind-hearted. However, got sharp energy around too. So can be nice when, you know, when they want to be, but they could also be, you know, not so nice. Could have a very sharp edge. This person is creative, perseverant, or they know how to get what they want. They could be a little manipulating. They may have a little bit of low self-esteem. They may not come off that way, but underneath the big show, they maybe have a low self-esteem. They're very well prepared. They know how to get what they want, or they know how to manipulate things. They're genuinely a happy person for the most part. They could have a jealous streak that may not be so pretty. Anyhow. Oh, I'm taking the garlic pills for my high cholesterol. Yeah, probably the only vegetarian on the face of this planet that's got high cholesterol. I mean, really? And it's pretty high. And, you know, I don't want to have to go on any kind of, like, medication for it. I really don't want to start with medication. So I'm committed to getting that cholesterol to come down. Why did two people from my past text me? I hate them because Mercury is about to go retrograde. That's why. That's why. The good thing is that you could really shut the book this time. Yeah, I mean, we got the full moon happening. Excuse me, and we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, so people are coming back. That may have made you feel stuck, or like you hit a wall, or that you lack perseverance, but it's actually a good thing. It's coming up for a reason. You're going to cleanse it, purge it, and it's going to be gone. Even if you ever hear from them again, even at any other point, you won't even care. It won't even faze you. Aqua, what is BK's energy with me and actions moving forward? If you felt disappointed by them or you've had an argument with them, that should move into the past. There is room for growth, change, and transformation and a new journey on the horizon. Things could improve for the two of you. You may feel like they're treating you with a little bit more respect. I think their intentions are to either make the situation better, improve the situation, or work things out for the better. Oh, and I'm also eating black garlic. Have you ever had black garlic? That's supposed to be good for a whole bunch of things. Digestion, high cholesterol, immunity. It's supposed to be good for a lot of things, and it's not bad. Like the taste of it isn't bad. It's kind of like, reminds me almost like a teriyaki kind of, like balsamic vinegar maybe. It's fermented, and it turns like totally black, and it's almost kind of like squishy. And yeah, no, you can eat it fast. I mean, it's not a real strong taste. Anyhow, it's supposed to be really good, so I've been eating that. And I got it on Amazon, if anyone's interested. Kevin, will I meet anyone in October on the trip? Yes, you could meet a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you're not holding yourself back. You'll be happy for things to move forward. Kevin, should I confront the past friends I'm angry? Yeah. Yeah, this would be a great time to do that, and then you can put it into the past. Yeah, I would. Simran, good and bad traits of Jades. Hey. Good and bad traits of Jades. Successful. Very prepared, very successful. Grounded and stable. I would say they have the ability to make things happen, or they don't get stuck with like limiting beliefs. They're kind of open to potential, and they're open to possibilities. They're smart and intelligent. They have a lot of possibilities around them. They may be, what would be the word? Condescending maybe, or they may kind of, I don't know, they may be the kind of person that if something comes up that they don't believe in, they kind of like make fun of it, or they can be condescending about it. It's like condescending comes up, I don't know. They could get a little bit overwhelmed easily, and they could be a little bit weak. They could kind of like have weaknesses in their personality that makes it either hard for them to express their feelings, or they don't deal well under like a lot of stress, and they could maybe kind of retreat and shut down, and that may be difficult to deal with. It could also be argumentative, and they also could be a little bit deceptive. Sunshine 24, what's coming in love for me? You're moving forward towards greener pastures. Being guided by the divine, listening to your intuition, negativity is moving into the past. With that comes water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Feeling successful and well prepared when you meet this person. Through divine timing, it's like a wish comes true. There's also an Aquarius here, so it could be like an Aquarius Pisces cusp person, or it could be that two people come in, an Aquarius and also a water sign. But your love life is moving forward this fall. I don't think you're going to be single for long. I think you'll at least be talking to someone or seeing someone. Nav, love for the rest of September. You may not be looking back on the past fondly. You could be feeling a little bit stuck. You may even be reliving an old wound, but you're not going backwards, you're going forwards. A Virgo comes in that may be of significance, and you're going to have choices, but you might make a decision to get rid of anybody that has not stepped up to the plate or that's been disappointing in the past. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You meet through divine timing. Listen to your intuition. Soulmate connection comes in. I can't swear it's going to happen before the end of September, but it's on the horizon. Destiny. Why does the Leo not show his true feelings to me? Like, I know he loves me, but he doesn't show it. He's slow and steady wins the race. He's hit a brick wall and he's not showing any perseverance. You just gotta have to accept that. That's just how he is. And you can't force it out of him. Like, this is just how it is. He just doesn't show emotion. RTY. I haven't spoken to my friend M in 3 months. I messaged her twice today and yesterday. It wasn't read. I was wondering if she's mad at me or am I overthinking things. Is she mad at me? I think she is mad at you, yeah. But, you know, I have a problem with that because if you're mad at somebody, tell them, I'm mad at you. Well, I'm upset. I'm upset because you didn't show up for dinner last night. I'm upset because you blew me off on my birthday. But not, why, where did we learn that ignoring people was going to help? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, I do think that she's upset about something. Look, you only sent these messages today and yesterday. Maybe she just didn't get a chance to read them. But I would call her on the phone and try to clear the air if it means that much to you. Otherwise, you reached out to her. If you don't care that much, leave it in her court. And if she can't, you know, do the right thing and be a mature adult and tell you, yeah, you know what, I'm fucking annoyed because I called you and you never responded. Whatever the situation is. You know, everybody's life is busy and complicated and a shit show. All of us. That's how it is. So sometimes things slip through the cracks, and sometimes we piss people off, and sometimes we do stupid shit, and we're insensitive, and we don't realize that we hurt someone's feelings. But if you don't tell me I did it, I can't correct it. I can't apologize for it. Summer love. Will she find any furniture before the end of this year that she likes? She could find furniture before the end of the year that she likes. The thing is that she's going to have to make a decision between, I mean, she can find furniture that she likes, but if it's something that she really wants, she may have to wait. So it may be like, I don't know, do I wait and get what I really want, or do I just settle for whatever is available? She'll find something that she likes. Like, I see these couches, there's so many, like, I would love to have, like, one of those big, soft velvet couches, and I would like a blue one, but they're very expensive. Like, over, like, $1,000, and I just don't have that right now. And to be honest, my place is not really big enough for that. But in the meantime, I have, like, a futon from IKEA that serves its purpose. You know what I mean? And I think it was $200. So, you know, you may have to, like, if she could settle for something like that, she may be able to get what she really wants at a later date. So it really comes down to whatever is more important. You know, like, whatever, like, is more important to her. Get what you really want and have to wait, or just find something else, because she'll find something else without trouble. Kevin, I'm scared, but I want to confront them. What's their reaction? Okay. Well, it doesn't look like they react badly. It looks like communication comes in, right? It looks like a new journey could be on the horizon. There could be a third-party interference or some kind of bullshit that happens. But overall, it doesn't look like bad. I don't see a fight. I don't see anything like that. Six of Cups is somebody from the past returning. Listen, it's never easy. Most people don't have an easy time confronting other people. But if you do it once and you learn how to stick up for yourself, it gets easier the next time. Remember, like I was talking to one of my friends about this. Everything is like a balance, right? So everything is like playing a game. If I call you, you call me back. If I text you, you text me back. If you stop playing, you no longer text me, right? Now, we've changed the dynamic of the situation. Now, in order to get a different result, you have to do something different. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. So my friend was saying to me that I kind of go along with the program and not really stir the pot just to keep peace. And just that's how I am in general with my life, in every situation. She said, if you change the game, the result will change. So if you don't normally confront people, and that's out of your comfort zone, if you start confronting people, the energy around you is going to change. So if you stick up for yourself and say, you know what, I've really hated you for the past 3 years because you X, Y, and Z, then at least it gives the person to say, it gives them a chance to say, you know what, I had no idea that you felt that way. I'm glad that you told me. We can move forward from it now. Or we won't move forward from it, but we don't have this hostility anymore, and there's no hate and there's no anger. I'm sorry. Let's move forward, right? If you don't say anything, right, this situation can come up a year from now where they may reach out to you and it's going to bring up the anger and the hate again. I hate you again. Where we can get to the bottom of it. Like what happened? Where did we go wrong in our friendship? Why did this happen? And how could we fix it and move on from it? And maybe we won't be in each other's lives anymore, but at least maybe we won't hate each other anymore. I think once you do it once, it gets easier. Nobody likes confrontation, I don't think. Or most people don't. Most people have a hard time sticking up for themselves. Why? Because how did we grow up? Shh, be quiet. You're in church, your father's speaking, the doctor's talking, shh. Don't talk. Adults are talking. Don't interrupt. Oh, you should be seen and not heard. Be quiet, right? So now all of a sudden someone's like, okay, tell them how you feel. Well, I don't tell people how I feel. I'm supposed to be quiet. So yeah, it's a learning and it's a journey, and I think that you should tell them. Simran, good and bad traits of ST. Good and bad traits of ST. Well, this person looks like they have a little bit more negativity around them. They can be argumentative. They can have anxiety. They could also have sharp energy, and they can be thoroughly disappointing. They also could, they could have a lot of negativity around them. They're intuitive. They don't hold themselves back. They could be, intimidating, I think. I think that they can intimidate people, or people may find them to be intimidating. They're genuinely a happy person as long as you don't cross them in any way. But they could be a little overbearing, I think. Aqua, is anyone spying on me or secretly stalking me? If you have, yes, everybody. mean, it's impossible for me to tell you who, because that's what everybody does these days. And the people that you think are stalking you aren't, and random people are. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, people are, they're obsessed with social media. So one person's picture comes up in somebody else's newsfeed, and they just, yeah. So yeah, everybody does it. Yeah, you definitely have people that are looking at your shit, and you probably don't even, like, it would be like the last person that you ever think of. And it's people, it's not just one person. I mean, think about how many people you've looked at. It's not like anybody is stalking you like it's something to be concerned or worried about. But it's like, if you're putting shit up on the internet, you're putting shit up there for people to see. And people are looking at it, because that's what happens. You know, it's like people put the Inquirer out because people are going to read it. And people want to know, so they read it. And that's what, so that goes on. I don't think anybody's outside stalking you and you're in danger of anything. I think that we use the word stalking, but it's not really stalking, and it's not really spying, because you're putting it out there. So it's like, spying would be somebody looking in your window with a telescope. That's spying. But, you know, you're putting something on the internet because you want people to look at it, because otherwise why else are you putting it up there? And people are looking at it. So, yeah, it's the nature of the beast. Love always, next 24 hours. Next 24 hours. Could have some choices that come in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Slow and steady wins the race and leads you to success. You could be talking about or planning travel coming up. But like, this subject may come up tomorrow. Simmer on the good and bad traits of IT. This person is a little bit more optimistic. They're a little bit more of a free spirit. They're kind, caring, sincere, spontaneous. They're not that well balanced, though. They may kind of be all over the place. You know, like one day they may have one idea, the next day they could change their mind. They may say one thing and do another. They may not be great with communication. They're well prepared and they have good intentions. They don't always follow through. Or they say one thing and they do another, which can be very frustrating. Simmer on good and bad traits of RT. Good and bad traits of RT. This person is grounded and stable. They don't hold themselves back. They're very passionate. They're a little indecisive. They don't always know what they want, or they could change their mind frequently. That could be good and bad. They may not always play fair. They could be weak, and they could have sharp energy around them, or they could be a little nasty at times. They're creative. They're, for the most part, they're sincere. They could be easily get defensive. They're very successful, and they have a lot of room for growth and change. I think that when this person matures, they're going to mature quickly and a lot, like at once. I don't know, they may go through something that changes them at some point. Miss Billy, Kay's current feelings about us. I think he thinks that things are pretty good. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, happiness, passion, long-term commitment. Things change for the better quickly. Lots of good luck around the situation. I think he's thoroughly happy and content with the situation. Love, chastity. Is the thing KP has to tell me good or bad? Okay. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't think that it's either. I want to say that it could be gossip about somebody from the past. I don't think that it's something, I don't think that it's something that would affect you personally. I think it may be like news. You know what I mean? 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups and the Devil, which could be like gossip about somebody from the past. I don't think it's something that's going to affect you really. You know, maybe like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Like that kind of thing. But I don't think it's anything good or bad. I hate when people say that. Like, don't tell me that we need to talk or we got to talk or I have to tell you something. Tell me what it is. And if you can't tell me what it is, then wait until I'm in front of you before you say that. Drives everyone nuts. And it's always something dumb. It's like, really? I've been waiting 36 hours for you to tell me that? Who cares? Simran, what does ST think of me currently? Thinks that you're intelligent, smart, stable, and reliable. Thinks that you're perseverant. You have a lot of potential. They may think that you're a nice person who's very caring, very sincere, and that you have a lot of potential for the future. Love always. What does Colin want with me? I don't know what your relationship is now, but it does look like there may be a third party around this situation that could be interfering at some point, so I would be aware of that. It doesn't look like much is moving forward quickly. It doesn't mean it's not moving forward at all. You do have a wish around the situation. I think things right now are a little bit undecided. I don't know if he knows exactly what he wants. It could be somewhat of a long road ahead of you. I would give it a little time. Explore this a little bit. It's got potential because the star is here. There could be somebody else around, but let's see what it is. There's some potential here. I don't know how long you know this person. If this is something new and somebody who just recently came in, things could change for the better. Like there's potential here. I don't see a commitment yet, but that's okay. We might not be there yet. Love, chastity, KPS's current feelings about us. Seems to be in a pretty good space. Feels very prepared. Thinks that there's long-term potential here, like he's made it to the top of the mountain. He can breathe a sigh of relief. May feel like things are functioning really well. Seems to be pretty content. Energy around the situation is very light. Looks good. Looks pretty content. Vet. What's the Cancer man's intentions for us? Well, you got the love cup here full, and things could be moving forward. Here's the Cancer. Things moving forward. They're a little undecided right now. They don't know exactly what they want, but ultimately I think things are going to move forward. There's potential here. Adriana, will we do everything we are saying? Eventually, not all at once. It may take a while. Like, it may not happen all at once, but yeah, you could. Will it be weird when I tell him that I haven't done it in my life? Not if you tell him at the right time. No, it'll be fine. I would wait for the moment to be right. Where am I? I think I'm at I love you. Love between me and Nahal. Things look a little stuck and stagnant right now. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship. This person shows us having a lot of respect for you, but communication seems to be slowed down, and it looks like not much is moving forward right now. I would say, I don't know if it's that you guys are still only friends, but I don't see a whole lot of love here right now. I don't know, maybe you got to give it a little bit of time. I love you. Oh, I did that one. Libra love. What does Sagittarius feel about our separation? They feel like they need some time. They feel, I don't know what your relationship was before, but it's like they were very stressed out by it, or it was like there was too much burden around. Now they feel like they're taking some time for themselves. They're not holding themselves back. They need this time for themselves. So they're feeling pretty good about this separation. This is something that they need. And it may be that, I don't know. I don't know what your relationship was like before, but it may have been that it took too much energy for them, and they just need a little bit of time alone, or time disconnected. Ruby, how will A feel about the messages I just sent him in the last couple of hours? It was good news, and a sincere apology for the pain that I caused. I don't know. This person doesn't seem to want to communicate right now. It looks like they've walked away. And it looks like communication is down. And it looks like, I don't know if you've reached out to them before and they haven't responded, but it doesn't, if it made you feel better to do it, then that's all that matters. But I don't think, if you send these messages with an intention of getting something from this person, I don't think it's going to work, and I feel like that's how they're going to receive it. Like this is another attempt to get communication started, and I don't know that they're going to, I don't know if they're going to respond to it. Let's see what happens. Love always, what does Cal want with me? I'm sure I'm not saying that right. KO? What does KO want with me? This is a situation that's being guided by the divine. So that's positive, because at some point things could change for the better. The love cup could be full, the relationship can strengthen and move forward. But right now, it looks like they're not looking to connect. There's not success. They're not putting in a whole lot of effort, but that energy is going to change. You just might have to give it a little bit of time. Right now, they have not made the decision to move forward yet. Hey, Cleo, does R have romantic feelings for me? Yeah, I think so. Things could be moving forward. Things could be moving forward. Maggie, I can't find my old vaccination card at home. Where could it be? Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know. Can you get another copy of it relatively easy? I think that's what's going to happen. You're going to get another copy of it. I don't know where it is. I feel like it's at home. I feel like it's there. And you're not seeing it. I feel like it's at home, but I think that if you need to, I think you'll be able to get another copy of it. I think it's there and you're just not seeing it. I think it's at home. Hey Cleo, will Art come forward and ask me to be his girlfriend? Not right away, it might take some time, but there is potential in the near future. Maybe before the end of the year. Okay, it's 12:30. Like I'm just keep going, but I've got to get myself back on track. But did you find it? Did you find it, Maggie? Can we cut off the super chats and I'll do the moderators? Because otherwise I'm going to go to bed. It's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning. MJ, I broke up with Scorpio yesterday. How's he feeling about that? Just curious. I feel great. He's not so good. Excuse me. He's feeling stuck. He's feeling anxious, and he feels like nothing is changing for him. He's not feeling so good about it. But if you're happy, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Mel, will my aunt agree to rent out her house to me if I ask? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Got growth, change, and transformation here for the better around that situation. Anthony, what do I need to know about the Cancer? It's going to be slow and steady wins the race, and you could be feeling anxious around this situation because there's not a new beginning coming in the immediate future. And it could be a long road ahead of you. Keep your options open for somebody else in the meanwhile, because I mean, I do think that you're going to speak to her at some point, but I don't, like, I wouldn't sit around and wait for her because there's a lot of time and space between the two of you. Harsha, when will I hear back from an old friend? You could hear back from them pretty soon, like maybe within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Saho, love reading for me in AK. Is this somebody from your past? There's time and space here. If this is somebody from the past, or if you guys aren't speaking, I don't see communication coming in. I don't know if this person's walked away from the situation. I would say keep your options open for somebody else to come in, because it looks like this situation has parted ways. Destiny, I did that one a while ago. Jay, Brianna's energy towards me. Good. Moving forward and stable. Forward and stable. Jace, what will be my home situation next month? I don't know what your situation is now, but next month things should be improving. So the solution to a problem is in front of you. You're not seeing it, but you will see it before the end of September. Some good luck comes in, the world is at your feet, and things move forward. So it depends where you are right now. If you need to change homes, find a different home, whatever, chances are that's going to happen with divine timing. If you're just not getting along with the people that you live with, chances are that you figure out the solution to the problem and things improve next month. Whatever it is, things should be better next month than they are this month. Lucky me, actual actions from Sonal. Communication will come in. Looks like communication comes in. Divine Cancer, will listening to chakra healing music be helpful for my father? Which one needs more conversation? You know what, I would actually say I would listen to binaural beats and I would look up the healing frequency. That's what I would use. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head, but that's what I would do. I would look up the healing frequency of binaural beats, and that's what I would use instead of the chakra music. I think that the frequency will be beneficial. Adriana, will we work as friends with benefits? This brand new guy? I think so. I think so. Have a good time. All right, that's it for me tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but I'll be back on at some point. You know, I always try to shoot for the morning, but sometimes, you know, it's kind of crazy here with all these beings. If I can get on in the morning, I will. Otherwise, I'll be on sometime in the afternoon. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a great night. Bye-bye.